This is the Aultcare TV Game of the Week. Brought to you by SARTA, where you can tap your way to pay. Altman Health Foundation, we've got you. Old Carolina Barbecue. Friends and Family Credit Union, serving Stark County for over 60 years. The Pro Football Hall of Fame. Maslin Cable TV, we go the extra smile. CKP Heating and Cooling, we keep the big dogs comfortable. Chibo's Restaurant. Marathon Canton Refinery. And Aultcare, where you matter.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium here in Canton, Ohio. Tonight, we have D1 football action for you between the McKinley Bulldogs and the GlenOak Golden Eagles. Welcome, everybody. Frank Salona, along with my broadcast team, as always, the coach, Elmer Sheets, our sideline reporter, Derek Philo. Up in the booth, joining us a little bit later on, is Bob Jeffries. Guys, I think a little bit different atmosphere here tonight from these two teams. They played each other in Week 9. It was a McKinley win by 33 points. I don't know if we'll see that again tonight. I think injuries are going to be a big equalizer in this game tonight. Coach, we'll turn to you first of all for the McKinley Bulldogs. How do they rebound now after a loss to their rival, and how do they come back here in Week 1 of the playoffs?
Well, Frank, as you mentioned, McKinley is 5-5, okay, and they're number 6 in the computer poll. McKinley beat them, what you said, 40-7? Okay. If you looked at the statistics from that game was pretty close, except the score wasn't. Okay. In the winner of this game, we'll be playing the Menor Brunswick game. The question that you asked, the biggest thing I think is for McKinley is mentally. How are they going to bounce back from last week's loss? And there's no question. And that's probably the biggest job the coaching staff had to do. They have to get them ready to play in the playoffs. And three of the players that we're going to watch today is number 12, Nino Hill, running back. He's a 1,000-yard rusher, and he's averaging 7.1 yards per carry. The other young man we'd like to mention is number 1, Keaton Rohde, quarterback. He's a junior. He had a heck of a game against Maslin. The coach in the paper said something about reads. I don't know, but I know one thing. He threw the ball really well. He did a heck of a job. And the last young man I'd like to mention is number 2, Alex Vasquez, Jr. He's a defensive back receiver. I thought he had an excellent game against Maslin. He had a lot of tackles. He had a touchdown catch. He had a heck of a game. But I would be remiss if I did not mention number 10, Sincere McNeil. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a big loss for them when he got hurt in the first play of the game.
Yeah, we saw him earlier tonight. He's on crutches. He will not be in the game tonight. So Vasquez could step up and play that role tonight. Derek, we take a look now at GlenOak. The last time these two teams played, injuries played a factor for the Golden Eagles. Tonight, they're back to healthy. They're coming off a win against Perry last week. What do they need to do tonight, Week 1 of the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Scott Garcia, he's done a good job this season. They won their first game. They lost their next 4. In fact, Frank, those next 4 opponents in weeks 2 through 5 are at this point right now 33-6. So they have played one heck of a gauntlet, if you will, in this season, and they've won 3 of their last 5. GlenOak has. So 3 guys to look for are number 6, Avante Burt Jr., tailback, 5'8", 165. Last week versus Perry, had 18 rushes, 179 yards, 3 touchdowns. His brother, Adrian Burt, sophomore, quarterback, didn't play last week. He's back this week. He splits time with quarterback Cole Anderson. He's a dual threat passer runner type guy. And then on defense, number 25, Jaden Gorham, senior linebacker, also fullback, 6 foot, 205. Last week versus Perry, he had 12 solo tackles and 3 tackles for losses, so keep an eye on him.
All right, well, GlenOak's healthy again. McKinley coming off a loss. Guys, it could be a little bit better game than what we saw Week 9. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it. We'll bring it to you here next.
At Aultcare, we care about your well-being and the importance of being well. You deserve access to the best in healthcare. With over 16,000 providers in network, Aultcare makes it easy for you to find a local provider you can trust. Our services are focused entirely on you. Aultcare's team of local physicians, nurses, dietitians, pharmacists, and more are available to help you navigate the healthcare system to receive the quality care you deserve. We take your healthcare personally because you matter.
CKP Heating and Cooling is the go-to name for heating, cooling, and more. Local owners Chaz and Ty want to thank the community for their business and support. For heating, cooling, refrigeration, boiler work, sheet metal, custom fabrication, and more, go with CKP. Call 330-791-3029 or visit them online at ckphvac.com.
Around here, we like to cheer for the local team, and MCTV is here to connect you to the game. MCTV provides reliable high-speed internet and Wi-Fi. From checking scores online, to streaming games or watching replays, or even playing the game yourself, we've got the speed you need. Call today to add or upgrade internet service. We're connecting what matters most. MCTV. We go the extra smile.
Welcome back here to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Frank Salona along with Coach Elmer Sheets, Derek Philo, Bob Jeffries, as we are getting ready for kickoff here. Week 1 D1 action between the McKinley Bulldogs and the GlenOak Golden Eagles. Game time weather, 54 degrees, clear skies. McKinley won the toss. They have deferred, so GlenOak will receive. And the Bulldogs are set to kick this one off. And for the Bulldogs, this one is a line drive kick, taken at about the 17-yard line, making his way maybe to the 18, and that is all for the GlenOak Golden Eagles is their sophomore Xavier Harris. So Harris brings it out to about the 18. Let's take a look now, Coach, at our MCTV keys to the game. What do you got for us tonight?
Frank, I got statistics at the wazoo, okay? But I want to tell you what. This game is the 11th game of the season. Statistics don't mean a thing, okay? It's what team wants to go and play game number 12. McKinley is coming off a big loss against Massillon, and GlenOak is coming off a big win against Perry. So it's going to be a it's a mental game. This first half especially.
All right. So, well, the handoff is to Jamar Johnson. Wanted to mention, too, our kickoff brought to you by Marathon from the Marathon Canton Refinery. I want to thank the fine folks from Marathon as Jamar Johnson picks up a couple of yards there. It'll be second down now and 2. Got about 8 on the carry, I should say. So the GlenOak Golden Eagles on the offensive here to start this ball game.
Offsides. We didn't call it.
Nope. Leon in motion.
The officials are sleeping.
There's a handoff. That is Avante Burt, and Burt gets the first down across the 35 to the 37-yard line. So the GlenOak Golden Eagles, let's take a look now at their offense, brought to you by the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The wide receivers, Curlow, Ashcraft, and Harris. The tight end is Morrison. The offensive line, you've got French, Rolowitz, Begg, Dick, and Maguel. The tailback is Avante Burt, and the quarterback is Adrian Burt. So the brothers Burt in the backfield for GlenOak as they are on the move here in the early going. Just underway here, first quarter. Take a look here as a handoff to Burt again. Crosses the 40 to the 42-yard line. So a nice pickup on first down. Let's take a look now at that Bulldogs defense, brought to you again by the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The front three, Foster, McCole, and Ivory. The linebackers are McClellan, Brassic, Mackey, and Paralozzi. The DBs are Lewis, Foster, Vasquez, and Quincy. So a second down now and 5 for GlenOak. Their quarterback, Adrian Burt, but now Cole Anderson has stepped in there. So Anderson is going to take the snap and throw. And that one, a little confusion there between Burt and Ashcraft, the wide receiver. One went one way and one through the other. So Anderson's pass incomplete, brings up a 3rd down and 5. Take a look there, Coach. One looks like Ashcraft cut it in, and Anderson threw it to the outside.
You know, it almost was GlenOak was moving too much.
Yeah.
It was motion and double motion and everything else here. So
Cole Anderson will stay in. He's going to
play.
send Ashcraft here on the near side. Here is a turn, fake to hand. Oh, they do hand it off and a pitch back.
Nobody's open.
And there's a long throw, overthrown and picked off by the Bulldogs. That is Keith Quincy taking it back to midfield, to 45 and into the 41-yard line of GlenOak. Keith Quincy with the interception, and that is a nominee for our rock-solid play of the game, brought to you by our fine friends at Friends and Family Credit Union. You see the pitch back and then the long pass by Anderson, but he just overthrew the intended receiver there, and the Bulldogs are set up in good field position now at the 41-yard line of the GlenOak Golden Eagles.
Frank, that was a 2-receiver pattern. They were crossing, and McKinley played it very, very well. Both guys were covered. He'd have been better off throwing that one out of bounds, I'm sure. If he had his choice, he would have changed his mind on that one.
Keith Rohde, the quarterback, going to turn, hand it off. That is Nino Hill, the sophomore running back. Got to about the 40-yard line, so give him about a yard on the carry. Let's take a look now at that McKinley offense, brought to you by the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The wide receivers, Hill, Quincy, Vasquez, and McClellan. The offensive line, we got McCole, you got Dunn, Burt, Edwards, and Ivory. And then the running back is Nino Hill. The quarterback is Keaton Rohde. So a handoff to Hill, has running room, 35, and inside the 35 to the 30, inside the 30, and then brought down at about the 27-yard line. So a nice job there by Nino Hill taking that outside. Here's that GlenOak defense, brought to you by the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You see there in the distance, Shackelford, Ford, Thomas, and Lucas, the front 4. The linebackers, Johnson, Gorham, Williams, and our defensive backs tonight, Corner, Wilcox, Brown, and Mo Malka.
They're an unbalanced line here to tackle over. In the fullback there in the slot.
Here's Hill again, nothing there that time. Good job by Omar Ford and Jaden Thomas up front for GlenOak, making the tackle. Ethan Lucas coming up, making a stop as well.
They lost yardage on him.
Yep. So they are back to the 29-yard line. Brings up a 2nd down and 11.
And that tackle's over again. They're unbalanced this way.
Here is a pass incomplete, intended for DJ Lewis. And it'll bring up a 3rd down now for the Bulldogs. You see the replay here. Rohde back to throw, and then just a little low there. Right there on the spot is Naz Corner for the Eagles.
That'd been a 2-yard reception. It wasn't very
Not much. Bulldogs going to spread it this time. 4 receivers in the pattern. 2 near side, 2 far side. Back to pass for Rohde. He's got a blitz coming in, gets away from it, throws, and this one, what a catch by Quincy at the 13-yard line, and Quincy takes it in, and inside the 10, all the way down to the 5-yard line. What a play and what a catch there by Keith Quincy. Take a look here at the replay. You see the blitz, he got away from it. And Coach.
Boy, great throw.
Yeah,
great catch.
Sure was. Bulldogs, 1st and goal. Here's a pass into the end zone, incomplete. And good job defending there on Quincy that time. The defensive back for GlenOak, 2 of them over there.
They're bringing the big boys in now.
Yep, Brown.
I think they're going to run it.
Yeah, Brown and Burt were there.
They're in that unbalanced right again.
Actually, that was Wilcox, Braylon Wilcox defending. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 6. Here is Hill. Hill got to about the 4, just inside the 5, not quite to the 4, but that is where Nino Hill will take it, and now it's 3rd down and goal from the 5. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. So another 3rd down for McKinley. Good job there defensively, coming in, making that tackle. Jaden Gorham. So 3rd down. Here's a fake. Rhodey going to keep it. Gets to the 4, maybe the 3, and that is it. Good tackle that time by Gorham again. We called his name quite a bit. It's going to bring up a 4th down now and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line.
3, yeah. 3.5.
Yeah. So McKinley struggling now to get the football into the end zone. On a 1st and goal, now they are forced to go for it on 4th down and goal. They got to hurry. They've got a few seconds left on the play clock as it winds down under 5. And now the Bulldogs are going to have to take a timeout. They could not get the play off. While we got a minute, let's send it down to Derek Philo, who is down on the sidelines. Brought to you by Chibo's Restaurant in Waynesburg. Derek.
Hey, guys, what a beautiful night for football, huh?
It sure is.
Man, love it. Hey, you know, looking at last week how McKinley started against Massillon, it was kind of slow like this. Now, I know they're driving here a little bit, but, you know, they picked it up in the second half. Let's keep an eye on McKinley here and see if possibly they can get back to that form that they were in the second half, because they were kind of rolling there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, Derek, it definitely is a McKinley team. And, Coach, you should jump in here as well. This team has to get back from that, maybe the downer of losing to Massillon. How long can it take a team? I mean, we talked with a couple of the coaches before the game. They said they seemed good in practice this week.
Well, every coach says that,
yeah.
You know. But that's the hardest thing, Derek, as you mentioned, the overcoming that mental loss. You know, right now, I don't see McKinley playing with a lot of enthusiasm.
So now we've got a flag as we are back to live action, and McKinley's just shooting themselves in the foot.
Right along with that, Coach, you know, with the false start right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're, you know, when they was playing against Massillon, when they was moving that ball the second half, they were coming off the ball and attacking people. Now they're just kind of looking at them, or just kind of walking around.
Yeah, it seems kind of lackadaisical.
Yeah, yeah.
So the Bulldogs now move back 5, and it is at the 8-yard line, and it'll be marked down at the 15. So a 25-yard field goal, and we still see with I can't hear him up here, but I mean, I think they're Derek. Are they fixing the clock maybe?
Yes, that's exactly what they were doing.
Okay. So a 25-yard field goal attempt by Hernandez. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Bulldogs get on the board. Giancarlo Hernandez with the field goal. 6:44 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs up by 3. We'll be back right after this.
At Friends and Family Credit Union, you, the members, are the owners. Our friendly staff serves over 11,000 members, assisting with their financial needs and bettering their lifestyles.
Hi, I'm Gina, President and CEO of Friends and Family Credit Union, where we provide loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County.
Are you looking for something different? Stop in today to become a friend of the family.
When struggles seem too tough, when sickness takes a hold, when cancer picks a fight, when baby's on its way, when life throws you a curveball, we've got you. With nearly 130 years in your backyard, Altman knows you and knows your community better than anyone. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we want you to be the healthiest you can be. Altman, we are ready. We've got you.
SARTA has 2 new ways to pay. With the Tap to Pay cards, Reload and use the Sarter scorecard over and over. It's secure, convenient, orderly, reloadable, and economical. Perfect for frequent riders. Or choose the temporary, limited-use Sarter touchdown card. It's better for occasional riders. They're the two most modern ways to tap your way to everywhere. And they're both from Sarta.
Down in the Carolinas, you'll find roadside barbecue shacks around every hill and down every back road. Around here, you'll find authentic Carolina barbecue at, where else? Old Carolina Barbecue. It's nothing fancy, but it's Q done right. Starting with meats cooked low and slow all night on site, along with scratch-made sides and tempting desserts. Old Carolina is a taste of Southern hospitality right in your backyard. Visit oldcarolina.com to order online. We'll be waiting for you.
And back here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, the Bulldogs get on the board first, a field goal, and they lead 3-0. Here's the kickoff, and running it back for GlenOak is Xavier Harris, and gets it all the way out to across the 30-yard line, and we got a flag
on the sideline over here.
Is it on the sideline? Might be a sideline warning.
I don't know. Okay.
Because the referees run down that sideline. And they got to keep that area clear.
They got to be out of the white area.
Yep.
They got to be out of the white.
Yeah, that was a warning. We'll get the call here in a minute, but well, maybe not. They are going to say that they are warning the sideline, because you saw all the McKinley players move back.
And the coaches.
They are all back this time.
You always got to have a get-back coach.
Get back, yep.
A get-back coach. I always had a get-back coach.
Yeah. So GlenOak will go back on offense here as Adrian Burt is back in at quarterback. He's going to keep it this time and run, and he's not going anywhere. Great job by Avante Ivory making the stop. And I think he might have picked up a yard. Is that about what they're going to give him there? Yep, it'll be 2nd down and 9. And Burt coming off. Well, I thought he was coming off, but he just went over to get the play here. See the replay there. That's a nice job by Ivory to make the stop. So 2nd down and 9 for GlenOak. Leon going to go in motion. Set up on the right side. Here's a handoff. Nope, fake. Burt going to roll. Nothing there. He's going to stay on his feet. Nice job. And reverses field, and he's got some running room. 40. Now we got a flag, and across midfield, and Burt goes down.
What did he call?
A flag back in around that 32-yard line. Not sure what that is, Coach. Thought it was a good block.
Looked like a good block.
Yeah. I don't know if we will show it, but we have it on our replay. But looked like a pretty good block to me. Let's see what they call here. Still waiting for the call, but 5:42 to go here in the first quarter. McKinley up by 3.
Hey guys, keep an eye on that quarterback rotation. Anderson went that whole first series, and now Bird in here.
Yeah.
See if they keep alternating.
Yep. Well, still, yes, that
blocked
is.
Below the waist?
Yeah, blocked below the waist on. I don't know. I'd have to see that one. Here we go. Let's see if we can see it on our replay. Here's Burt going to roll right, and then he's good job of staying on his feet right there, and right about there. Oh, I don't know.
That's
back to live action. There is a handoff, and that one's going to go to about the 25-yard line. That is Avante Burt.
Boy, that's a backbreaker.
Yeah. So at 3rd down and long. Set up now for GlenOak. You see Burt right there. Good stop. And GlenOak faced now with a 3rd down and 17. Coach, after this play, will get that scoring drive from you for the Bulldogs.
All right, 2 tight ends for GlenOak.
Going to go far wide.
Number 1.
This one is a pass and incomplete. Dropped at the 35-yard line. Intended receiver was Xavier Harris, and he came up without the football. So it's going to force a punting situation for GlenOak. Coach, you want to run that McKinley scoring drive around there quickly?
Number of plays 9, time of possession 3 minutes and 2 seconds, total yards 33, and was capped off by a 25-yard field goal by Hernandez. McKinley 3, GlenOak nothing. Set up by a Keith Quincy interception.
All right, so the Bulldogs hold, and GlenOak forced to punt. Whaley in to do the punting. And it's a high kick, taken end over end at the 42-yard line. Across midfield, on his feet still. And got to go all the way for the score. Nice job on the return that time for the Bulldogs. That is Maurice Hill. And Maurice Hill takes it to the house. So the Bulldogs get on the board again. This one, a 58-yard return. 42? No, 58. I was right.
Look at all the blockers he has in front of him.
He did. He had a convoy in front of him. So Hill with the score takes it.
If this was a touch game, I don't think anybody touched him.
No, I don't think so either. So the Bulldogs' extra point attempt coming. Kick is up. The kick is no good. And they missed the extra point. So with 4:41 to go here in the first quarter, the Bulldogs have stretched their lead out to 9. We'll be back right after this timeout.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame is the ultimate football fan destination. The Vince Lombardi Super Bowl trophy, the only place in America to see every Super Bowl ring, your chance to see all 362 bronze busts. There is so much more, including a holographic Disney-like theater, the Game for Life, and just 45 minutes south of Cleveland. Purchase your tickets online now.
Get your day started with Pam Cook. She's like your own personal smartphone, and she's fully charged. The news of the day, every day, on Canton's Morning News with Pam Cook. 1480 WHBC.
American Classic Entertainment is now showing on your TV. All your favorite classic shows like Mike Hammer, Acapulco Heat, Murdoch Mystery, Forensic Factor, Booker, Cracker, Stingray, and more. Ace, American Classic Entertainment, is on the .7 sub-channel of this station. Ace, the new home for American Classic Entertainment.
It's Kenny and JT.
Can you lose one game and still play for a national championship? Yes.
No, not necessarily. You cannot lose a game in your division of the Big Ten.
He's got an opinion, and he has got an opinion. The Kenny and JT Show. Weekdays between 3 and 7 on WHBC.
And back here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, Frank Stallone along with the coach, Elmer Sheet, Derek Philo, our sideline reporter, and Bob Jeffries, our statistician here in the booth. Coach, you've got not really a scoring drive, but a scoring play for McKinley.
This is unique. Number of plays, 0. Time of possession, 0. Total yards, 0. It was a 58-yard punt return by Maurice Hill. Extra point, no good. McKinley, 9. GlenOak, 0.
Harris on the return now for GlenOak. Gets it across the 35 to the 37-yard line. So GlenOak will start their third drive of the ball game at around their 37-yard line. 4:43 to go here in the first quarter. We are in week 1 of high school football playoff action. My goodness, the season went so fast. Week 11 now, if you will, but really it's week 1 of the playoffs. Just seemed like last week that we started this this journey down at over at Jackson with Jackson and Akron East, and that one is going to go nowhere. Good defensive play for the Bulldogs. Coming in is Perlozzi making the stop.
Frank, they were unbalanced left, and they pulled, and no one blocked the end.
So Cole Anderson going to stay in there at quarterback. He's going to send receivers to the far right and on the near side, spread. Going to put Leon in motion, the blocking back.
And then they go shifting over.
And we go again. Austin Morrison that time in motion. Now Leon back in motion. They're all moving.
But McKinley's not moving.
No. Nobody.
All that movement doesn't mean a hill of beans.
Nope. And that is Burt on the carry. Avante Burt with a good gain there.
If you were forcing them to make adjustments, I understand that, but they're not making any adjustment. Nobody's moving.
They're ignoring it, yeah. Picked up about 8 yards, going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 now for GlenOak. So Cole Anderson going to stay there, hand it off. That is Burt. Burt gets the first down and gets it out across midfield to the 49-yard line of McKinley. And, Coach, they've been able to really run the football fairly well here in this early going. It's just that they just keep stalling out.
Well, sometimes they you've heard me say this before. Sometimes you cannot coach yourself.
Yeah.
Just let them play.
Yeah.
Because that first drive, they moved the ball down and then they started getting fancy and just play.
They're going to send a man in motion this time. That's Curlow. And hand off to
They're getting 6,
Johnson,
7 yards.
and Johnson's going to pick up some yards. Let's see here. Close to, well, he's about 4 yards short, I should say, to the first down. And Jamar Johnson, who has played pretty well throughout the season, 74 carries coming into this ball game, 579 yards. He's got 5 TDs on the season.
Well, like I say, they're starting to block people. Let's see.
2nd down and 5.
There they go with that shifting stuff.
They're going to shift around again. There is a handoff to Johnson again, and Johnson short at the 40-yard line. While we get a second here, let's send it down to the field and check in with our sideline guy, Derek Philo, brought to you by Chibo's Restaurant in Waynesburg. Derek.
You know, guys, I think you're right, Coach. You got to keep it simple. And, they're having some success running the ball. So let's see if they can continue to do that.
When they keep it simple.
Yeah.
You know, when kids, anybody, when you're thinking, you're not aggressive. Yep. You're taking the aggressiveness away. They're thinking too much.
So first.
There he is. Take it outside. There
3rd down, I should say, and 1. And they do pick up the 1st down. A nice job that time by GlenOak. So the pickup.
Nice job of running. He bounced it out.
Yeah, that was Johnson again. So Jamar Johnson, he's kind of like the bigger, rugged back. He's 6 foot, 185 pounds. Avante Burt is more of that's what do you call him, the scat back, the quick. He's 5'8", 165, so a good complement to each other. Johnson is back there right now in the backfield. Anderson is going to turn, hand it off. Johnson, nothing this time. Still pushing the pile, but a nice job coming in and cutting it out there was Sean Perlozzi as he came in and hit the feet of Johnson. You see it right there, number 7.
Where they
almost brought him down.
When he's backside, he's been putting a lot of pressure on the ball. He comes off the ball really quick.
Yeah.
They're better off running at him.
Yeah, right.
Block him. Put a body on him.
No gain on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Clock still winding. Probably be the last play here of the first quarter. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. Anderson going to roll to his left and look to throw this time. Nope, he's going to tuck it and run. Has some room inside the 30. Fumbled the football all the way back to the 34. So he lost 4 after he got it up to the 30-yard line, and it came backwards. And now we've got, I thought they were injured, but just a couple of GlenOak players who I think out of frustration are just still laying down on the carpet. So that is going to do it
first half.
For the end of the first quarter.
Yikes.
We have played 1 here at McKinley, and the Bulldogs are up by 9.
Did he lose about 4 yards on that fumble?
Mm-hmm.
Aultcare. We care about your well-being and the importance of being well. You deserve access to the best in healthcare. With over 16,000 providers in network, Aultcare makes it easy for you to find a local provider you can trust. Our services are focused entirely on you. Aultcare's team of local physicians, nurses, dietitians, pharmacists, and more are available to help you navigate the healthcare system to receive the quality care you deserve. We take your healthcare personally because you matter.
Are you looking for something different? At Friends and Family Credit Union, our success is defined by you. Our goal is to improve your financial needs and better your lifestyle. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. Our friendly staff is fully committed to serving over 11,000 of its members.
What are you waiting for? Stop into one of our locations today and become a friend of the family.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame is the ultimate football fan destination. The Vince Lombardi Super Bowl trophy, the only place in America to see every Super Bowl ring, your chance to see all 362 bronze busts. There is so much more, including a holographic Disney-like theater, the Game for Life, and just 45 minutes south of Cleveland. Purchase your tickets online now.
And back here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, along with Coach Elmer Sheets, Derek Philo, and Bob Jeffries, I'm Frank Salona. Glad you're with us tonight as we bring you Division I Week 1 action of the OHSAA High School Football Playoffs. GlenOak and McKinley tonight in this first round game from Tom Benson, and the Golden Eagles have it 3rd down and 9. Gonna roll it out and try a screen pass there, but just overthrown. Jamar Johnson was the intended receiver. Coach, it looked good, but the pass was just a little way too far out of his range.
Little outside. They had trips to the left, single receiver to the right, and they tried to screen, and he completely missed the screen man.
Yeah. So it'll bring up a 4th down and 9, and I think McKinley, or I think GlenOak rather, is just going to go for it. No use punting, and you can't kick a field goal this far to be about a 50-yarder. So Golden Eagles are going to go for it.
Now they have trips right.
And the pressure is on. Cole gonna.
There's a holding penalty.
Yep, he rolls out, and this is going to be
intercepted,
incomplete, out of bounds. But yeah, it was intercepted. But you are going to get a holding for the penalty here that's going to be called on GlenOak. So if you're McKinley, I think you just decline it, take the football.
Yeah.
So there it is.
That in the football is known as a no-brainer.
No-brainer. That's right. Or you can move them back 10 yards and try your luck.
Try again. See if we can intercept it the next time.
Yeah. Yeah. So 11:47 to go here in the first half as McKinley will take over the football at their own 33-yard line. Okay. So Keaton Rohde is the quarterback. He has got Hill in the back. Oh, he fumbled the football, and now he falls on it. A little exchange there didn't go very well, and Keaton Rohde had to fall on it, so they lose about 3 yards.
I'll tell you what, Frank, if he holds on to that and comes running, there's nobody out here.
He's still going.
He's safety better be a good tackler. So they wind up losing 3.
So loss of 3 brings up a 2nd down and 13, and now they're going to lose 5 more because the tackle jumped, and the Bulldogs are going to be marched back 5 more. So loss of 8 yards now on 2 back-to-back plays. 11:15 to go here. First half, Bulldogs and Eagles from the Benny, as they call it here in Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. See the Pro Football Hall of Fame village all around us. What a beautiful sight. You see the hall across the way and all the village up on the left, up on the hill here. Looks great. Progress. Rohde going to throw this time, has a man across the 40, and the ball is caught by McClellan and all the way out to the 44-yard line. is McClellan on the catch, and a first down for McKinley.
But that's a good throw. Good throw.
Wide open. So Bulldogs move the chains on first down. Clock runs. Here's a handoff to Hill. Hill, a little bit of running room. Flag comes flying in. Taken to the 49-yard line. So pick up a 5, but hold everything because I think this one's coming back.
Yeah. Officials holding penalty. Holding penalty.
So that'll move McKinley back. This is the 3rd penalty, I think, on this drive. Second penalty, yeah, you're right. One was a loss of on the fumble. Yep. So it brings up now a 1st and 17 after the penalty. Rhodey going to roll to his right, throws, has a man wide open. And that is Vasquez, who gets it across midfield to the 47-yard line of GlenOak. Let's take a look here, Coach, at this. You see wide open.
Yeah,
and the Eagles are just chasing after the catch. A lot of Stark County teams in action tonight. I'm not sure how many we had total. I think, was it 7 or 8 teams in the county that were playing tonight? Or just not even our, well, I guess in our area, general area of the county. Here is a fake handoff. Rhodey going to keep it and slide down. He got the first down all the way inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. A lot of teams, as I said, you got what Central is in it. You got Hoover's playing, Perry, Maslin, Fairless. You got Lake. You got these 2 teams here, GlenOak and McKinley.
You got South.
You got South. You've got West Branch.
11. That's 11.
Jackson.
12.
Northwest.
13,
Alliance. Well, there's a ton of them. And you can even count Malvern as they're playing tonight too. So good luck to all of our area teams. Here's a pass. What a catch by McClellan. And he's up to the 19-yard line. What a throw and what a catch there by Dante McClellan. And that one, let's take a look here. That is our Friends and Family Credit Union Rock Solid Play of the Game nominee. Good protection, and what a catch.
I tell you, Rhodey's a nice quarterback. He does some good things.
Rhodey gonna throw into the end zone. He did.
He quit running.
He did. Vasquez was open.
He quit running.
Incomplete, but you called it, Coach. He was open. He just stopped running, didn't
he? I don't know if he stopped running as much as he geared it down.
I think he did. He didn't stop, but he did slow down. Yeah.
Yeah, if he keeps running, he got a touchdown.
So an incompletion stops the clock at 9:13, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
GlenOak's defending 3 guys with 4.